welcome back to Stationeers. We're on planet Venus, and this is episode 42. So, on the bottom floor of my greenhouse, you can see I've ripped up all the ferns here. So we're gonna rip up these trays and these floors and see if we can figure out how to do a Larry system. I also ripped up all these ferns as well because I'm gonna push all of these trays just up one little space up. So they're gonna be floating in midair. It'll be a bit ugly, but yeah. And that'll give us the floor space we need to set up the rest of the stuff. And if I can get that to work, what I'll do is I'll rip up these and lift these up as well. I'll rip these up completely, actually, sorry, and I'll put a Larry system in here. And on this floor here, I'll push all these things up one space. And these things are going to get cleared and probably replaced with ferns or something. So that's the basic plan there. This pumpkin's not seeding. We've got plenty of food and stuff all stored up in the fridges, as you can see. We're not quite ready to move on to the next tier of food yet because we don't have any water. I just filled up 2 water bottles, so that's a bit of a pain. This goes in here. We can make more food with that, and let's grab this thing here. Now, one thing I did do is I went out mining. Oh, I need to rip this up, but not yet. I did go out mining, and I'll talk about that in a second. Hang on, don't turn that on. Let's get our suit on first and our helmet. And now we can turn this on. Let's get this here. I still haven't automated this airlock because I'm still using it to empty my waste tanks. I haven't created a waste tank emptying station yet. That is coming. That is coming at some point. So I've done quite a few things. I built a couple of wind turbines because remember there's 2 spaces that haven't been filled with wind turbines yet. I built another 30 more walls. I have 0 steel. No, I've got 270 steel. I made 50 steel for my Inconel. And I got that charcoal from upstairs. And I'm going to degas that in our main furnace to cool it down. And what we're going to do right now is we're going to make all our stuff that we want to make. So I've got all this, and I've got all this steel that needs to be made. So how close is this to another batch? Oh, it's just about to unleash another batch of charcoal. So if I need more cooling, I can do that. Okay, and so I went mining, and as you can see, I already had this nickel. This was already done. I degassed this. I'm going to make some, whoopsie daisy, I'm going to make some Constantan and some Invar. So we'll put the Invar there and there. And I ran all this stuff through the arc furnace as well. So we've got a bit more iron to play with. Where am I storing all my iron? Oh no, all my iron, everything's being stored in here. Okay, we'll chuck all this in here for now. Let's just get this all cleared because we're about to dump a bunch of resources on this spot right here. I cleared away all of that, and I what have I got? I got a 500 stack of copper there. And the rest of the stuff is being stored in here. We've got tons of iron now. The gold and the iron, well, the iron can go up there as a 418 gold. That's really nice. And we've got this as some dribs and drabs extras that are going to be used. I don't know, I'll just chuck this in here and this one in here because I want to make a few more floor gratings. Gratings, there we go, 4 gratings, and just a few more just for those extra wind turbines. I don't know, I don't want to let it go. I don't want to make 127 of them. So let's get our furnace turned on, and what we're going to do is we're going to make stellite and then Invar and then Constantan, and then we're going to make Inconel using this steel here, and then we're going to make our Hastelloy, and then finally the Electrum we'll do at the very end. That's the basic plan. I just want to get some floor gratings out first. And you kind of have to babysit this, otherwise I will end up making 127 of them, which I don't really want to. I just want to make 10 of them. Okay, cool. There we go. And yeah, when we do our wind turbines, we'll put that up as well. And as you can see, we've got all the plastic and all the walls. I made a ton of walls. We're going to be continuing on with that project we started last episode. But right now, the project I'm working on is this thing here. Okay, so the first thing I want to do is get a little bit of gas in there. Hot gas. So we'll put the lever on for the hot gas to come in. And we'll get like Yeah, we'll get like 2.8 megapascals. That'll do. And now we just want to chuck this in, and this will release nitrous in the furnace. This will release hydrogen, and I don't think we're going to have any problem getting up high enough temperature for stellite. I don't know. We'll see. Once the hydrogen hits the furnace, we'll really see what happens to this temperature. It should be fine. Oh, it's getting cold really quickly in there. It's okay. And now the temperature's flying.
Critical.
Come on, temperature up above 1527. There we go. Now we should get stellite once it's all processed. There we go. Stellite done. Our pressure is 10 megapascals. Now I want about 1,000 degrees in there. It's kind of what I want. So we're going to put in some of this stuff. Let's put in 100 first to begin with. And that will degas in that furnace. Where's our stellite? There we go. We'll put that in there. We'll join it with the stellite here. And we'll see if we can get about 1,000 degrees at 18 megapascals. That's kind of what I'm aiming for. See, the temperature's dropping greatly with the charcoal that was put in. No, we need a bit more. Okay, we'll put another 50 more in. Where did it go? Oh, it's not coming out. Okay, there we go. We'll do this. And this is degassed. And this will get a bit more for us. So we'll do that. And are we at the 18 megapascal mark yet? Yeah, a bit too little. We could pour a bit of hot gas in there, or a bit of cold gas. Okay, I think we'll just chuck in more charcoal. And there we go. Hopefully it doesn't go above 20 megapascals. But if it does, it's not a big deal. We'll just suck it out using our cold tank. So we'll, yeah, we're going to go above 18 megapascals. No, we're perfect, actually. Okay, that's degassed. That's fine. Okay, now what we want to do is make our invar. So, oh, what's going on here? There we go. Invar. We want this and this. This is all degassed. It's all fine. Once all that sorts itself out, I think it's 927 you need. Between 927 and 1227. So the temperature's great. That's fine. We're going to have to cool the furnace down more to make our Hastelloy. But here we go. There's invar. And we can, I don't know where my invar's located. It's in here, is it? Okay, yeah, we'll just combine that together. Now we'll get ourselves we need a bit more. I want to cool it down even more. So we'll split half again. And we'll put in this here. And then we'll chuck in our Constantan. And then the next thing after that we're going to do is our Inconel. 23.5 we want for Inconel, pressure-wise. Okay, cool. Chuck that in there. Okay, but first, before we get to Inconel, let's get our Constantan done right now. And that's it. Our Constantan and Invar situation has been remedied. It was a bit of a problem. 34 is what we were down to. Okay, give me Constantan. As soon as that copper gets done, there we go. Constantan done. And there's a ton of Constantan. We're not going to have to worry about Constantan for a long time now. There's 100 more Constantan. Was I putting it in there? Yeah, 134 Constantan. Now we want to do our Inconel. So we'll do that, and we'll do that, and we'll do that, and we'll do that. And there we go. There's our Inconel. We just need to get the pressure up. What we'll do is... I may have stuffed up a little bit. I should have... I need to cool the furnace down even more. This is terrible. Okay, there we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Sorry, I wanted 50 in that. So I've gone and messed up a little bit, unfortunately. It's not really a problem, though. What we'll do is we'll pull out the reagent mix. Okay, cool. And then we'll just degas some more charcoal, get the temperature right down. It needs to be between 677 and, yes, we're going to have to turn this on, unfortunately. 677 and 727. We're going to have to pump some more hot gas in there. That's a problem. Okay, so this is not quite there yet. Actually, no, we're going to have to suck some gas out. Let's chuck another 50 in here. I'm just trying to cool it down for the Hastelloy. The Hastelloy is between 25 and 30 megapascals of pressure, and the temperature between 677 and 727. So we're very close. We've overshot the pressure required for, where is it? Oh, there it is. Okay. Um, yeah, there we go, yeah. Okay, so we've overshot the pressure a little bit, not a problem. I've got cold tank up. We can just suck some of this gas out. Let's get our reagent mix back in there. A bit of a mess up there. It's okay, it's not a problem. We'll just suck a little bit of gas out and get it. There we go. Oh, I went too far. Okay, well, we'll put a little bit more gas back in. Oh, because the pressure is so low in our cold tank, getting pressure in is a very slow dribble, unfortunately. That's okay. Okay, so now we'll shut this off, and there we go. There's our Inconel. So 50 Inconel, beautiful, exactly what we needed. I'll put that in the middle there. Okay, now I'm going to degas this final 50. We might need more, but our furnace should be producing it. Yeah, it is. Our furnace, sorry, our our arc furnace downstairs, our hydrogen system. Okay, and we'll get this, and we'll combine it with that one there. That's all degassed. We're very close. We just need to cool the furnace a little bit more, and then we'll get it. So what we'll do is we'll go up here and we'll get 50 of this. So split that, chuck that back in there, split it again, and 50 more. Might do it, might not. We might need to put in another 50 on top of that. It's fine. So we want a pressure between 25 and 30, and we want a temperature between 677 and 727. So we're not quite there yet. Let's do this. We can always suck gas out if the pressure is too high. We can always pour more hot gas in if the temperature is too low. And 50. Okay, there we go. And this will pop out in a second. And oh, we're so close. One of the biggest problems we have is that putting in the silver and the cobalt is going to heat the furnace up. I just realized that. We're going to need to cool the furnace down even more. So let's get another 50 in there, and we'll figure it out. We'll get there. So a bit of messing around, a bit of trial and error. Okay, we're above the pressure that we want. We're in the temperature range, but we'll cool it down even more. So let's get it as cold as we can. Not as cold as we can, but we want to get it cold. And then we want to chuck in this stuff here, which will heat the furnace up. We might have to pull out reagent mix, unfortunately. And then just run more charcoal in. So yeah, temperature's fine. Pressure is too high. Let's see what we end up with. And we'll just pull out the reagent mix. So we'll chuck this in. We'll chuck that in, and of course we'll chuck this in. And we're almost done. We just need to get the right range of temperatures. And now we're too hot. We're way too hot. So let's pull some of this gas out. We've got way too high pressure and way too hot, but lowering the pressure will lower the temperature. Let's start sucking it out into our cold tank. And we're almost there, actually. 727. Yeah, I think I need to pull out reagent mix. Or we can sit there and wait. Yeah, okay, let's pull out the reagent mix. And we're very close. Okay, there's the reagent mix. We just need probably one load of charcoal in there. Or 50 charcoal is all we need, really. Let's split half, drop that back in, split half again. We'll take both of them with us in case we need it. And we'll chuck that there. That'll cool it down. It'll also increase the pressure. So a bit of trial and erroring here, just to get the right temperature and pressure, what we want. We are very close. And yeah, let's just chuck this last one in. Okay, that'll get the pressure too high, unfortunately. The temperature will be perfect, but the pressure will be too high. We'll just suck some of it out, chuck in our reagent mix, and then we'll have Hastelloy ready to go. And there we go. Cool. Okay, cool. And what we'll do is we'll close this, chuck in the reagent mix, and we just need to suck out a little bit of that pressure, just a tiny bit of the pressure. There we go. And now we're in Hastelloy range, and now we're just waiting for that 40 to process. I'm sure it's done by now. Let's pull it out, and there we go. We've just made Hastelloy. Why am I getting achievements? I did Hastelloy in another run, another time. Okay, so we will figure that out. Before we do that, we have steel to make. So we're in steel range, so we'll just do all that right now. And we'll chuck all the iron in first, because I don't like it blinking steel up on our thing. Oopsies. Oop. I chucked that in there by accident. It's all good. And yeah, I don't really want to suck the pressure out, just suck the gas out just yet, because it'll lower the temperature. As the pressure lowers, the temperature will lower, and we might end up out of range of steel, which is 627 degrees. We're currently sitting at 714, but better safe than sorry. Let's just get all this in. And okay, and now we'll have 1400 steel coming next very soon. And the last thing, of course, we're going to do is this stuff here and make ourselves a ton of electrum. And bloop, there we go. And we just have to leave that. Now, what we want to do with this thing here, of course, is we want to figure out where the Larry is. Now, I'm going to get the hydroponic Larry, and we're going to try and figure out how this works. So we need 10 Inconel, 5 Hastelloy. And what do we need? 15 Astraloy. Okay, and we'll just get one of these. They take a while to build. It's okay, we've got tasks that we need to do. And we're waiting on the steel, so that then we can make the electrum after that. We're waiting on this thing here. We also need to make some railings as well, linear railings. So we'll what is this at? 500. And I don't know how many railings we're going to make. It's something, I don't know, quite a few. There's 3 apiece, you see. That'll make us 10. That'll make us 13, 16. Yeah, that's probably about right. Oopsies. We'll put 50 in there. We'll turn this off. We'll leave our 220 up here. It's going to make walls and stuff. This thing's trying to build. Okay, is the steel done yet? No. Well, you can see there's no iron in the window anymore, so it's processing the charcoal right now as we speak. So just waiting on this thing. Waiting on this thing. How's our cooling system going? Well, that storm really did mess up the temperatures a little bit. It made these ones really nice. This is almost what it's supposed to be. But these ones down this end here are really bad. That's supposed to be 20. And that's supposed to be 70. So it's going to take a while. They will sort themselves out. In terms of pressure, we are sitting at 27 megapascals almost, which is almost at the 30 that I'm aiming for. So next storm should hopefully put us to where we want to be, and then we'll be able to then set up an automated system that sucks out gas from here all the way down to 30 megapascals. We'll have a steady stream of gas going into this tank here, and that's a basic plan. Well, there's our steel. So 1400 steel, please. Did I leave this on? No, I didn't. And here we go. 400, 500. Well, we'll put 500 there. Well, I don't know. We've got a lot of steel now, which we need. Okay, we've got the large dock, the hydroponic dock. That's good. We can work on that system now. And now we just want the rails, the linear rails. And yeah, make me, what is that, 15, 16 of them. Yeah, just do it. And if we have excess, that's fine. I want to have several Lowry systems working. We have to figure out how to set it up though. Now, with this thing here, what we want to do now is we want to suck out gas. We want to put it into our cold tank, which is good. And we want to get the pressure all the way down to 2.4 megapascals. Actually, let's throw this in first because this is going to release cold gas, and we don't want to accidentally drop the temperature too much. If we drop it to 2.4 first, then put the cold gas in, it might cool it below electrum range. So we'll wait until that silver disappears there. Oh, these are done already. Oh, no, they're not done. They're still going. We've made 12 so far. So let's grab this, grab that. We have to figure this out. And we're going to need more cables to do all this. So this should be on the last one now. It is. Good. And cable time. Cable coils. Let's make a bunch of these. Okay, this stuff is all done. Let's suck it into our cold tank now and get below 2.4 megapascals. So there is a lot of nitrous in that cold tank. Got to remember
Health
that.
critical.
Health critical, it's fine. 24%. It's fine. We've got plenty of time. Okay, and electrum. There we go. Let's pull that out. And now we've got the electrum. We'll combine it with this electrum here. There we go. 200 more electrum. Fantastic. And that's it. Let's pull it all out and send it all into our cold tank. Our cold tank is 724 degrees, 7 megapascals at it. Our hot tank is 1470 degrees. So that's kind of what I was hoping for. This cold tank is actually nice temperature. We could just pour that straight into the furnace and make Hastelloy on demand now if we want to. Probably we'll end up making this a little colder as we go. So yeah, good to see our upgraded furnace system works. Bit of wonky trial and error, but we got there in the end. And yeah, we're making cables at the moment. And the other thing we're going to need is liquid pipes. We've got 5. Let's make a few more than that. Do we have steel in here? We've got silicon in there. We don't have steel. So let's do that. I need a lot of cables because I'm going to need a lot of logic. Steel. Okay, so let's use the 220 steel in here. And let's just get ourselves some liquid pipes so that we can figure out what on earth we're doing. Liquid pipes. And let's make a bunch of those. Yeah, make 15 of them or something like that. Okie dokie. How's this looking? We've got all this excess charcoal here. We can't put it in our solid generator because that thing is full right now. We got our 15 yet? Just keep making that logic. Not the logic. Make that. Actually, let's start working on some logic. Actually, and what do we want? Logic IOs. Oh, that needs gold. Okay, we'll just put that in there, and we'll pop out some of these things. Bunch of those things. Have we got our 15 pipes yet? We've got 12. Now we've got 13, 14. This will be the last one we get. 15. Cool. Okay, and these cables can go here, and we've made 2 logic chips so far. That's not quite what we're looking for. Oh, we need a transformer actually. And before we do any of this, we should set up the power in the room. So that's a bit of a problem actually. And we're going to need some red cables for that. So we'll just stop there on the logic chips. And we'll get a few heavy cables. And we need a couple of steel sheets as well. There we go. Put that there. Okay, that goes there. And we need this battery. That battery can go in here. So lots of work being done. That'll do. I can. Oh, it actually won't do. I've got a lot more that I need to do, but I'm at 4% health. I can't mess around any longer. I've got to. I leave anything on? I left this on. We're at 3% health. Turn that off. And let's go eat and drink. Okay, cool. Oh, I can't eat. There we go, French fries. I'm going to need to make more food soon. There we go, good. Okay, see, we got that. We got this. We got this. We got that. And we got that. And what I want to do with this is I want to actually put a battery right above that battery there. Now, obviously, I'm lacking something. A frame. A steel frame is required. Okay, well, let's lay out this stuff here. And, yeah. I'm going to need a transformer as well. I need a lot of stuff. I'm going to need more of these heavy cables. I'm going to need a ton of stuff, actually. Okay, we'll just lay all that out. We'll make more heavy cables when we go outside. Seed. Cool. Oh, yeah. I don't need any more pumpkin seeds. I've maxed them. Yeah, we'll put them with them. Cool. And this thing's seeded as well. More potatoes. We're going to have to deal with those potatoes soon. And, I don't know, just go and join with them. That's fine by me. These things are done again. I can't believe how quickly the switchgrass grows. The Alari system will just produce so much hydrogen. It's crazy. Okay. So yeah, before I do anything, I really do need to get the power sorted out on this thing. So let's just chuck this right in the corner here. And we're going to have to get a steel frame. We're going to need more heavy cables. We're going to need a transformer. And we probably should rip this thing up and move it upstairs. But at the moment our grow lights are on. I'd rather wait until our grow lights are off before I do anything like that. Let's put this in here. Let's put that there. Yeah, we might as well move this thing while we're at it as well. I've been wanting to move this thing for a long time, that greenhouse gas sensor. And yeah, I didn't actually need to rip up that frame. I could have done it without ripping up the frame. That's fine. Yeah, it's okay. Let's just move this thing. And I want to stick it like right under here where it's out of the way. I do want to name it though. So let's see if we can name it from here. Yep. Gas sensor greenhouse. Okay, and now what we want to do is find a way to... We've got cables on the floor here. We'll use those instead, rather than disturb my perfect 50 stack. Okay, and now we've got a greenhouse gas sensor. We have to reset the monitor outside. It's fine. Now what I want to do is I want to rip up all this, but I'm not sure how long before these grow lights. Horizontal angle -4. I think I've got it set for below 30. So ripping up the grow lights right now doesn't make any sense. I got to wait until they've just turned off, and then I can rip them up and change all the grow light logic. So lots to do, Health is fine. Health's on its way up. I think I overdrank last time, but it's fine. Well, there is stuff we can do in here, actually. Yeah, well, we'll chuck this on the elevator. On the elevator? In the elevator? Yep. And there. And there's some logic chips and some pipes. Okay, so all this flooring is going to be ripped up because we need all this workspace. And this will help us see what we're doing. Okay, well, we'll chuck that there, and we'll go ahead and rip all these up. Okie dokie. And now we need to rip up these hydroponic trays as well, and we have to rearrange these so they're good. Let's just not rip up the floor. This is going to push the water along, which is going to condense the liquid and heat the water up, which is probably not a bad thing. I don't know, let's have a look and see what our temperature for our water is. Oh, 33 degrees. And it's going to rise even more. We might find our water being too hot. Okay, well, we'll do this, and then we'll check the temperature of the water really quickly. Okay, it's not heating it up by much. We've got 32 liters there. There we go. Don't rip up the floor. We need all this space because we have to figure out how we're going to set up our Larry system. I mean, I don't need to rip all these up actually. Some of them are not going to be ripped up. But we'll figure it out. And the grow lights placement is going to be tricky as well. So we've got quite a bit of stuff to figure out here. And no, we'll leave that one there. But we'll rip up the rest of these. And there we go, tons of hydroponic trays there. Okay, and a ton of pipes as well. And then there's more pipes. We'll put pipes down there. And this stuff here is going to be used down here. We have to rip up these grow lights. They're not going to be here anymore. Well, maybe they are. Probably not, actually. Yeah, this is in the way. We'll figure it out later. Okie dokie. And we have to go upstairs and rip these up as well and move them to one level higher. So it's the same number of hydroponic trays, but just higher. So what is the temperature now? Oh, no, okay, it's fine. It's still cold. It's cold enough, I mean. These things are going to go down here. This is going to go down here. And these things are going to go down here. Okay, now we've got a bunch of grow lights here, which are going to stay there. But the trays themselves are going to be ripped up one level. I don't need to... Oh, I need to get rid of the cabling, actually. Yeah, so I do need to rip all this up. That's annoying. I thought I could just leave the walls here. No, I can't. And we'll chuck that there, and then we'll grab this thing. And 10's not good. It should be 12. Okay, cool. And we'll chuck this one here. And all these trays are just going to be raised up one level. So how am I going to do that? I don't know. I think I just rip them all up, and I have a water pipe coming out of the wall here and into the trays like that. So if we rip these up, just trying to think what's the best way to do this. I think we just rip them all up. and what I want to do is have them go like this. There we go. I can still harvest them. They're going to be just ferns, so it's not a problem. That should just be pushing the water along. I don't have to worry about ripping up the floor by accident. That's nice. 2, 3, 4, 5. And obviously these pipes are going to be done differently. They're going to go out like this. Yeah. Okay, and now we do the same with this. And yeah, so this is not going to be a problem having it like this, because when I come up the elevator, I'll still be able to harvest by going down these lines, by walking down the lines. Can I walk down this line here? Yeah, I can. So I can just harvest everything by walking down those lines there. That's fine. I'm okay with that. And it's not going to be like, it's not like they're high crops, they're ferns. So all good. And now what this is doing is it's creating all this floor space for us, so we can put stuff on this floor, because our Larry system is going to protrude through the floor a little bit. Three, 4, and where do I stick this? Fine, I'll do it like this. 5, 5. So yeah, a lot of rearranging. We've got a lot of rewiring to do, which is a bit of a problem. I hate rewiring. It's such a nasty job to try and figure out. Yeah, okay, there and there. And now, yeah, grab this one.
Hydration critical.
Pushing the water along is what we're doing. Okay, and these are all empty at the moment. And yeah. Okay. 4 and 5. Okay, almost there. I might just do this actually. It'll make it easier for me to do this. Cool. This is a problem. Okay, well, we'll rip these up. And this wants to be a straight line. And then this wants to come out of the wall like this. So, like that'll do. T-junction, T-junction, and straight, and straight. So that water would have heated up quite a bit from condensing it, and now it's all going to cool down again when it expands. And that's fine. And now all these trays can be repopulated with ferns again. Now we do have one problem about setting a Larry up on the floor above, and that's these grow lights and where they sit. So that's a bit of a problem. It needs to be figured out. The grow lights are off at the moment, so that means we can actually go and change all our grow light circuitry. That's fine. I'm going to leave these off for now. All these cables here need to be ripped up. They're going to be in the way for our rail system. So let's just grab all this and all this. So yeah, figuring out how to connect these cables up to, well, yeah, we need to redo the entire power system. That's what it comes down to. Let's just chuck these cables down here for now. Okay, cool. And we've got some power stuff to do. I can replant all those ferns between episodes. It's not a problem. That can stay like that for now. Okay, and this hasn't seeded yet. They're not getting there. These guys have seeded. Oh, they grow so fast. The amount of hydrogen you can get from switchgrass is incredible. This, of course, is a pain in the neck to actually harvest them, but I do want all the seeds because the seeds are going to be planted downstairs. And we really have a bit of trial and error to do to figure out exactly how many switchgrass plants our Larry can service. Because, if you have too many, the Larry won't get through them all. They'll reach the next stage. So trying to figure out exactly the right balance will require trial and error. But what I want to do first is set up a very simple Larry system. Just get the basics down. And after that, we can then figure out exactly how many switchgrass plants is required so that the Larry stays operating, constantly harvesting at all times. And that would be the ideal. You've got this Larry that just harvests stuff continuously forever, just sending switchgrass into my hydrogen system. And then it's a case of increasing the capacity of the hydrogen system. Maybe an extra centrifuge and, maybe not an extra recycler. One recycler could probably handle it all, but multiple centrifuges might be needed in that case. But yeah, there we go. There's more of that stuff. And there's one switchgrass seed left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You become hydrogen, please. Thank you very much. We got ferns. We got stuff here. This thing isn't seeding yet. They're not seeding yet. It's all good. And yeah, we have to go out and change the monitor. And we have to go ahead and change our grow light logic. I think. Yeah, we'll do it all in one hit. So now we don't have any grow lights at the moment. Our plants might get a bit unhappy with us. Well, what is this? This is a 4-way corner. How does it work? Okay, I see how it works. Yeah, like that. There we go. And now it's a 3-way corner, right? Yep, cool. And, there's some more cables. We'll just chuck them down here for now. That's good. And, yeah, we can actually go and re-wall all this stuff. So, we'll have different logic down here. Oh, what? Oh, yeah, okay, cool. I'm like, where are the other walls? Okay, there we go. Oh, good. Okay, so we need a steel frame here. And we need a lot more heavy cables. So let's eat some food. Let's drink some water. 13% looks about right to me. That's fine. Close this. And we'll empty this thing as well while we're at it. And there we go. Cool. Close. And out we go. Let's get ourselves a frame. We just need one frame. We don't need any sheets or anything, just a frame. And this frame here can go back there. We've got a lot of work to do outside as well. But we've made a lot of progress there. We've got some sheets and stuff. Now, we really want to get our grow lights working again. We want them back up and running as soon as possible. Oh, this thing here got messed up by the change of... Yeah, I hope this monitor isn't now bugged. Temperature of, and what we want to find is the greenhouse. There we go. Yoink. Yep, 32.9. That looks about right to me. Okay, now 33. So all this grow light logic is not working anymore. we've got to rip all this up. And yeah, there, that one, and that one. Logic memory 30. Got to remember to do that. And all these cables can be repurposed. Okay, and we have to figure out exactly how our power line is going to go. So this is a tricky little job actually, because we rewiring all this to paint. What are these doing here? We've got just random cables everywhere. I think that was old grow lights there. We just disconnected our purge valve for a second. That's fine. And we'll clean up all this. And we'll just reconnect all these things up again. Oopsies. Okay, there we go. We'll do that one there. We'll do that one there. And we'll finish by doing that one there. Okay, it's all reconnected. But our grow lights are no longer connected, and that is a problem. I want them connected up to the new system. So none of our grow lights on any of our floors are actually connected to anything. So problem, we've got to be quick on this. Okay, so this has hopefully created a bunch of heavy cables for us while we were doing all that. Great. We're definitely going to be needing those. We'll get one more. Okay, and blue. Cool. And this monitor, our entire greenhouse circuit just got wrecked. Somewhere there's a down cable somewhere. We've wrecked one of the down cables, one of the cables that goes down into the there it is. Okay, cool. Okay, and now our monitor is working again. Greenhouse is working again. That's good. Is air conditioner working? That's kind of important. Yep, it is. All is well. We're at 41% power. That's fine. I don't actually want to go up there anyway. What I need to do is I need to go into the greenhouse and get that battery up and running as soon as possible. So we'll do this. Whoosh. Okay, we'll do that. And what we want to do is grab this. I know I've left my suit on. That's fine. We'll switch out this thing here and we'll get this thing topped up. It's getting a bit on the low side. Okay, and we'll put. Oh, we can't put this frame here because we need to reverse this wall. Oh, that's annoying. Okay, well, we'll go reverse that wall. So it's the wall above the airlock, a wall to the left of the airlock. So I should be able to find that without any trouble. And we need a wall. There's some walls. We need some plastic. Good. Let's do the jumping puzzle again. Okay, this is the airlock, so it's this one here that needs to be reversed. Yeah. And blue. And we're good. Get that back in there. And we don't need those sheets. We don't need anything else. And oh god, it's so dark in here. Okay, so what we want to do is we want to chuck this thing here. We can't chuck that thing there. We need to rip this wall up first. And loop. Okie dokie. And now the frame should work. Okay, now we can put the battery. There it is. We can put that up. And that's going to go there. Need steel sheets. And screwdriver to finish it off. We need to turn it on. Why am I getting achievements? Oh, game designers. Okay, well, we just want this one to be down here, really, don't we? And just connect it straight down to that cabling there. Like this. And that should fill up very fast. Now this thing here is the power that all our grow lights are going to connect on. So I'm going to send that straight up into the roof. Now we do have a bit of a problem. Well, first things first, let's get that frame out of there. So we don't need this frame here anymore. Okay, our batteries are full, of course. And it'll go like 100 kilowatts or whatever it is. And blue. And you can get in there somewhere. There we go. Now, I kind of want to put these in a vacuum. I don't really want these to be part of the greenhouse atmosphere because this is going to be walled off. Now, there is a very simple solution to this, though. We rip up this wall here and we put it there. There we go. And, okay, cool. Let's get out of here. And we'll do this. I could have ate and drank while I was doing that. So this is now evacuating out 2 squares. We have to wait for it to evacuate this square out.
Health low.
Health low, it's fine. 74%. So we just wait for this to fully evacuate. Come on, come on. And there we go. We got a vacuum on these 2 squares. We can now turn this off. We can go back out here now and we can get a wall on there as well. So blah and blah. And we can put this wall back. There we go. And you go there. One plastic. What am I going to do with 1 plastic? Okay, so that's now in a vacuum. It's not part of the greenhouse anymore. What we desperately need to do is we need to get this line here connected to our grow light circuit. Now, we've got a problem in that our grow light circuit, our grow lights connect up down there. So, we need a transformer. Okay, well, we'll get one of those. Oh God, look at all the stuff in there. That's just crazy. We need iron for a transformer. Did I put iron in there? Okay, well, we've got all of this. Let's just put these things in the correct spaces. We've got 400 steel here, don't worry. We're going to be using that, definitely. And copper, gold goes in there. What have we got there? Electrum, and we've got 2 steel. I mean, seriously, 2. Constantan. Okay, we want a transformer. And we need 10 iron. We could use this iron here, or we could use the iron that's found in here. We'll pull this stuff out. There's silicon. We don't have much silicon. We need to go mining for silicon. Silicon. Maybe should have grabbed a bunch of silicon last time I went mining. I didn't. Let's chuck this in here. Chuck that in there. And we've got more steel to play with. That's fine. And we'll make ourselves a transformer. These are really quick to build. Our grow lights are currently off, so our plants are struggling at the moment, I'm guessing. They are dying for some light. And what we'll do is we'll chuck this one here, like that. We'll set it to 5,000. Okay, and we will rip this one up and just connect it straight in to the transformer. There we go. So I didn't actually need all that many cables, did I? Okay, well, we'll just make them all yellow for now. And yeah, so we just have to disconnect all our systems. So is there anything weird going on here? This is just a junction. I don't think so. Ah, okay. This thing here goes to our water system, which I think I might leave on. And what we'll do is we'll disconnect this stuff here. And we'll disconnect this one here. And we'll have the rest of this stuff on this line here. So we'll go out here. Our solar tracking just got disconnected, but we can turn that on and I'll get the solar tracking back up again. And now what we'll do is we'll just go straight and we'll head over and reconnect our grow lights up. They don't do anything though because we've got no grow light logic, but we know where we need to stick our logic. It has to be stuck in here somewhere. We can stick it along the wall here actually. It's a problem. It's a big problem actually. Yeah, we don't want our grow lights connected to that. Yeah, this line is a problem. That goes down to my my tanks, my hydrogen tanks, telling me where everything is. So what we need to do is connect this system here up to this one here. Do we just have an ugly cable? Well, I mean, there's a lot of ugly cables here. Let's whoopsies, and oh gosh, there we go, and there we go. So solar tracking is back up and running again. We still don't have grow lights though, which is a problem. Our grow lights do have. Why is this running? Oh, because of the purge valve. If I turn this purge valve off, that should turn off. Yeah, so the only thing on this system here is our purge valve and all our grow lights. So now we just need to set the grow light logic up, and then we're good. So, just trying to think, what's the best way to do this? We're going to need a reader, we're going to need a writer, and we're going to need a compare. I don't really want to put them here. I want to put them in a wall somewhere. What if we... Okay, so what if we do the compare here? The reason I don't want to do that is because we also have normal lighting as well that we have to figure out, which I haven't done yet. Yeah, okay, we'll do it like this, and we'll just have it along like this. That's fine. A reader and a writer. It can be anywhere because, yeah, we'll do it like this. Reader and writer, and then we'll go memory. There we go. And we'll connect all this up to cabling. The memory probably should be down here somewhere, to be honest. This is a bit dodgy. Okay, we'll do the memory there. What's my health? 36%. It's a bit of a problem. I want to do that and that and that, and we're going to do that, this one, that one. There we go. And oh, why are these ones so hard to get in place? And cool, and put these in place. Come on, give me the one I want. And there, and there. And of course we need that one there. We need more cables. There we go. And okay, all four connected. That one connected. Those three connected. Those three, no, not connected. There we go. Now it's all connected. And we just need to name it. Logic reader grow lights. Logic writer grow lights. Logic memory 30. And then we'll just make this one 30. And the logic compare grow lights. And now the daylight sensor is what we need. And I don't know, it doesn't really matter how we orient this thing. Yeah, we could fit it there, that's fine. It's funny having two daylight sensors right next to each other. But yeah, it doesn't really matter how we do this. It's going to be the same no matter what. And this is the daylight sensor grow lights.
Health critical.
Health critical. Okay, I better set this really quickly. So now we want the daylight sensor grow lights. We want the variable to be horizontal, turn that on, it tells us the horizontal angle, which is now going up because of the way that we've got the grow light set. Yeah, I want it to go down. Otherwise, I have to change it to something else. Let's just chuck this here for now. There we go, and we'll rip this up. There we go, and this one here, and look, grow lights. Hopefully this logic doesn't get in the way of our eventual lighting. Okay, so now we got to do this again. Let's find the daylight sensor grow lights, variable horizontal, and turn that on, and that's dropping now. Fantastic. And now we want the compare unit. We want logic reader grow lights when that thing is less than logic memory 30, which it's not, but it will be very soon. Then we want the writer to turn on. Oh, we don't want a logic writer. We want a batch writer. We're going to write to all the grow lights at once. So a bit of a silly mistake there. That's fine. Grow lights. Okay, cool. 15% health. I've got to keep an eye on this. We want the logic compare grow lights. The output is going to be the grow lights. There we go. And the variable is going to be on. And there we go. So when this thing drops to below 30, the grow lights will turn on. And we'll have grow lights again. Okay, so our grow lights are set. And we now have this cable line here. Where does that go? I think this one here used to be connected to a turbo pump. There's no need for any of this. And there we go. And now we just need this grow light line to get all the way down and connect up all our grow lights. And this is a bit of a cabling nightmare that we've got to figure out. Yeah, how do we connect this line to the rest of our grow lights and disconnect the other line that our grow lights are currently connected to? So we're going to figure that out. Let's get back inside our greenhouse now. Okie dokie. Oh, I brought a frame with me. I didn't mean to. Okay, we'll just chuck this here for now. Let's just get some food and water in us so we don't die. God, I just filled up 2 water bottles, and now I'm already going through them again. Water is a problem. It's actually a big problem. Okay, so these grow lights work, but the grow lights on the other floors won't work because these ones are connected to the other greenhouse circuit. And what we need is this circuit here to connect up to those grow lights down there, which means we need to rip up the floor. And there we go. That's where I want it. Well, let's just keep this ripped up for now. There we go. And okay, so that connects up to those grow lights there. These ones down here need to connect up to that one there. So we don't want this cable line coming down here anymore. Instead, we need a cable line coming from these grow lights connecting into this line here. And we could make use of this wall here, actually. We could bring the cable down like that. Okay, so let's do a bit of ripping up and see if we can figure out how to do this. Okay, and oh, they were green. Some of these are supposed to be green. So 1, 2, 3 greens I'm supposed to have. Okay, so 3 green walls, and then we've got 2 white walls. We're trying to keep track of that. Okay, so what we'll do is we'll disconnect this line here. We'll leave that in there. And this should be a 3-way corner. Let's just make it a 2-way. And now we need this grow light line here, wherever it is. Yeah, so we want this grow light line here. to go down this wall here. Okay, cool. And you can come around like this and connect up to those grow lights there. And there we go. That should connect up all my grow lights to that one line. Let's just have a look to see if they're turned on or not. These are not turned on, but that's because the logic won't apply to them. Well, it should apply, but it doesn't. I don't know why it works like that. And let's grow like this, grow like that, grow like that. They should be part of the main grow light circuit. And this cable here goes along this wall here. And this is cable corner. Yeah, it goes down. It's meant to keep going. No, I don't know if it is actually. Let's just run this down the wall. We should be able to see it if we rip up the wall. Yeah, it's right there. Well, let's just poke it out. And then we know exactly which line we're trying to connect to. Okay, cool. Okay, we've successfully rewired our greenhouse into two segments, a grow light section and a non-grow light section. And the grow light section is the section that's going to power this thing here. This thing can now go in the roof because we've cleared all that area, and we can figure out exactly how we're going to dock this and make this work, and put all our railings in place as well so we can travel along the railings. We've got quite a bit to do there. I also have a bit to do with these things here. I want to replace all the ferns that got wrecked. Before I go and do that, oh yeah, these things. Yeah, I need to do some gardening. We're going to do that soon. Do I have a ton of ferns here? Yeah, fern seeds everywhere. I want to know if the fact that I've raised them has affected the lighting. I want to know if the lighting can make it all the way into this corner here and this corner here. Yeah, so I'm just going to test the corners really quickly. Yep, grow lights make it to these corners. That's good. What about these corners up here? Fantastic. Okay. Wasn't actually entirely sure. I know that if it was on the ground, there's no problem, but yeah, as long as it doesn't say that it's in darkness, it's good. There we go. These all do have water, right? Yeah. We're down at 32 liters. We're going to have to do something about that. We're waiting for the cooling system to fix itself. Okay, I can plant the rest of these later between episodes. Just wanted to check darkness because we might have had to have adjusted the placement of our grow lights. Okay, and now we're all set and ready to start figuring out exactly how this Larry system is going to go. These should have water as well. They do. Good. And we have a rail system and a Larry. It's going to be, yeah, it's going to be crazy trying to figure it out, but I'm looking forward to it actually. Okay, and yeah, I mean, we've got stuff seeding now. Well, I'll grab the pumpkins because the pumpkins are going to be my food source once I get my water up and running. We'll just combine it with those, it's fine. And yep, this is all good. We can go and put those floorings back in place now. So these three can go here. And yeah, we're all set and ready to start figuring out how to automate our plant harvesting, which is it's going to be interesting. Let's just, oh, whoopsies. There we go. There. One having all facing the same way. And there we go, and that's done. Okie dokie. Now, last thing I want to do before I leave this place, well, first let's get some more food in us. I'm going to put this frame back. And okay, we'll empty this thing as well because it is getting up there on the full side a little bit. Let's make sure we got everything. Cool. And let's chuck this thing back in here. Okay, how about our cooling system? Okay, 53 degrees and 152. When this gets to 20, this is going to start working its way down to 70 quite nicely. And then when that gets to 70, this will work its way down to 220. Right now, though, yeah, it's still struggling. We're really having trouble getting getting everything to the temperatures we want. And remember, our water is not going to activate until this drops down to, what is it, 227 degrees. So we've still got a very long way to go before our water starts switching on and we start creating water again. We can't cool our water down anyway, so it's not really an issue. We're down to 26.5 megapascals, 26.4 in this one. So yeah, 26.4 megapascals. We're not quite there yet. I'm hoping our water holds up until our cooling system fixes itself, and then we can really start generating huge amounts of water after that. I left my smart canister inside. It doesn't matter. Anyway, I think that's it for this episode. I hope you guys are looking forward to the future episodes. I've got to put all this stuff out. I think next episode I'm just going to pick up right where I left off. Oh, maybe not, actually. I'm going to do a little bit of gardening first and get all those switchgrass into our centrifuge system. We've still got plenty of... I wish I had... Oh, look at this. We've put so much biomass in there that our recycler can't empty it anymore. Yeah, we're definitely going to need another centrifuge. So we have two centrifuges working at the same time to chew through all this biomass. So all of this is filled with biomass, the whole chute system. So one thing I could do is I could expand this system. I could add more chutes to it. That definitely is a possibility. The problem is the moment I rip open one of these chutes, it'll just start spilling out all over the place.
Hydration critical.
The other idea that I can do is I can have a second centrifuge running. So we've got two centrifuges going. Probably ultimately I'll have like three of them or something like that. One big issue is, where do I put it? Where do I put it? So yeah, I didn't really, this was my original survival system for creating hydrogen to make water. So we've got a bit of an issue there with the fact that we can't process our biomass fast enough. That's just with me manually harvesting it. Once we have it automatically harvested, it's just gonna pop off. It's just gonna go crazy. So more centrifuges needed. I think we'll lay out, we'll lay out like 6 of them or something, and we'll just make sure we have enough centrifuges so that this thing doesn't back up on biomass. It can't empty at the moment because the output chute is full, and the output chute is full because that thing is full, and that thing's full because the rest of them are full. Okay, so that's another problem that definitely needs addressing. The fact that I haven't brought down a trader in such a long time could be an issue as well. Orbiting Organics, I don't know, he might sell us eggs. It's taking its time. I'll call down this trader in between episodes. Yeah, so everyone, thanks for watching. Hope you're enjoying the series, and yeah, come back and see what happens next. Thanks for watching, and of course, bye for now.